All right, what's up, y'all? Got the last big race, I say, coming up before the Breeders' Cup, and this one goes right into the Breeders' Cup Classic as a qualifier, Jockey Club Gold Cup. Now, a lot of people kind of forget about this race. Way back in the day, this kind of used to be the last big race at the end of the year before there was a Breeders' Cup. They used to run it at 2 miles, believe it or not, way back in the old days. In '76, they turned it into a mile and a halfer. Still a good thing to do. I think maybe they should go back to that to try to get some attention back on this race, because I think this race has lost a lot of its prestige. But I think it still really has a place in the overall scope of things. Plus, you get to see horses run a mile and a half again against some 4-year-olds as a prestigious race. I mean, this race is supposed to be up there with the Belmont Stakes and with the Travers. It's just really not anymore. $250,000 is what it's down to. Normally it would be $1 million, but I mean, because of all the things this year, it's down to $250K. They do run it at a mile and a quarter now. Of course, since '89, they switched it to a mile and a quarter. So here's what we've got. Still some top accomplished jockeys. Maybe not the best horses though, but it still gets you into the Breeders' Cup Classic. So here we go. Number 1, Happy Saver. This horse, been keeping an eye on him here and there. Got 3 wins. 3-year-old, going to be ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. He's won on him twice before. He's back on him again now. So Happy Saver only run a mile and an eighth. That may end up being coming to be his downfall. To me, that is the biggest problem with this horse here, is the distance that he's gone. He's out of Super Saver, one of the slowest Kentucky Derby winners in recent history. Grandson of Distorted Humor, though. Distorted Humor sired the Derby winner, Funny Side. So it's a decent breeding on this horse. Could probably go the mile and a quarter. I don't really know how fast. We'll have to see there. Got him at 2-1, making him the second favorite. As I said, Irad Ortiz Jr. is aboard him again. He's won this race before in 2017 aboard Diversify. Trained by Todd Pletcher. Believe it or not, Todd Pletcher, with one of the longest resumes probably of any trainer out there, except for Baffert, has never won the Jockey Club Gold Cup. I'm sure he's entered it hundreds of times, or at least tens of times, with different entries. Never got a win in this race, though. So this horse is coming off a win in the Federico Tessio. Not too much competition there. Down in Maryland, got the win with McCarthy aboard. 2 other wins, an allowance, and a maiden special weight. So he's back here, an undefeated horse. Going to have to face some horses with a little bit more experience, though. So we'll see what he's got for him. The number 2, Prioritize. That horse is a Tisway horse. Out here because he ran 3rd in the Woodward behind Tacitus and Global Campaign. I'm sure we'll be seeing Global Campaign in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Luis Saez aboard him this time. Never ridden him before. He's a 5-year-old gelding trained by James Bond. Not too much more to say about this horse besides that run in the Woodward. Before that, he got a win in an optional claimer. Mile and eighth, 150. Not too much to talk about there. Number 3, Name Changer. 20-1 on that horse. Manny Franco riding him. Manny Franco did get a win in this race as well in 2018 aboard Discreet Lover. However, Name Changer, don't really know why he's in this race. I guess his most accomplished win was in the Monmouth Cup. That was in 2018. The horse took like a year off. Came back, hasn't done much. A 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th place out since then. So they're entering him in here, hoping, I guess, maybe he can get back into some kind of shape. I guess he had a decent, okay win in that Monmouth Cup. I don't think it was too much to write home about. But he's out here anyway, hoping the horse can do something in this small field. That's Name Changer with Manny Franco. Now, number 4, the favorite, even money favorite. A lot of people's favorite horse, Tacitus. He's got his old jockey, Jose Ortiz, back aboard him again. Trained by Bill Mott. Bill Mott has won this race 3 times before. He got a win back in '95 with the Great Cigar and the great Jerry Bailey aboard. He doesn't have Bailey riding for him today. He also got a win in 2012 and 2013 back-to-back there with Flat Out and with Ron the Greek, respectively. So we got Bill Mott back here with Tacitus. This horse is famous for running second. Second in the Woodward once again, as he likes to do. No, he got a win in the Suburban. Nice win. Got that win a mile and a quarter, 159 and 2, I think it was 159 and change at any rate. 8-length win, great looking, probably the best race this horse has ever run. However, Johnny Velasquez was riding him in that race. Jose Ortiz has never been able to get that kind of performance out of him, but he's back aboard him now. Speaking of Johnny Velasquez is riding the 5 Mystic Guide. Now, Mystic Guide, I gotta say, I've loved the breeding in this horse. Ghost Zapper horse, who Ghost Zapper, as we know, is out of Awesome again. Grandson also of AP Indy. So 3 horses in that small part of the family tree are Breeders' Cup Classic winners. You gotta love that. You gotta say specifically this horse is bred to win the Breeders' Cup Classic. So here's the chance for the horse to get in there. Speaking of Johnny Velasquez, as I said, he's aboard Mystic Guide, a switch. Never ridden this horse before. The last time the horse ran was in the Jim Dandy. Got a win with Jose Ortiz, of all people, riding him there. Not too impressive of a win, but he did get the win. Showed some toughness in the end there. He ran the Peter Pan, got beat by Country Grammar there. He said Ortiz rode him in there. Just kind of seemed disinterested. Wasn't too much on the pace. Was a little bit closer in the Jim Dandy. Now, BJ Hernandez rode him. You know I have my qualms with him with Art Collector falling asleep in that Preakness. BJ Hernandez rode him in an allowance race. Fast time in that one, mile 16th, 139. He was 2 lengths off of that one, 5 lengths off of that, running second. Probably the horse's best race, even though he ran second in that one. He's going to have to run today, I think, to be able to get the win in this one. Johnny Velasquez is going to be the guy to run him, though. He knows the track very well. Belmont Park, of course, won this race twice before. Third time, if you want to call it that. He won, as you remember last year, he was declared the winner in a bogus disqualification of Vino Rosso, in my opinion, aboard Code of Honor. Of course, Vino Rosso went away to blow him away in the Breeders' Cup Classic. But Johnny Velasquez had run this race legitimately twice before. He won aboard Tonalist. He won aboard Hopportunity. That was 2015 and 2016. So, good breeding, good jockey. This horse looks like it's going to be it looks very well matched. The interesting thing, though, as I get into the pace, there is no front runner. I hate races with no front runner. It means they're not going to race. I mean, and it's in New York, and in true New York fashion, I think they're probably going to make it a walkathon for the first mile and a half, maybe 3/4. I got it coming out with Happy Saver in the lead. Seems to like to ride the closest to the lead. Irad Ortiz Jr., probably the most aggressive jockey, I guess you would say, in this field. So I got him coming out with the lead. Not too fast, though. I think he's probably going to go 49. I'd like to see a 48. I'd much like to see a 46, but that ain't going to happen. So I think it's probably going to be a slow pace. He'll probably control that pace. Everybody's going to be fighting for position, probably, and just trying to save their horse for the end of this one. I don't like races like that. Being from Kentucky, I like races more like the Kentucky Derby where they kind of get after it. Probably not going to happen here. I'm expecting that we're going to have, like I said, Happy Saver out front. Everyone else, I don't think anybody's going to be too far off the pace because they're not going to be going that fast. I do think that, however, when the time it comes, Jose Ortiz will probably move Tacitus maybe a bit too early, but he will move Tacitus. His brother and Happy Saver will get going as well. I really think Mystic God will probably be the last horse to go with Johnny Velasquez aboard, and I think that's probably going to work to his favor. He will be able, once he gets him going, I think that Mystic God will be able to get a good stride going, not having being held back through the majority of the race. And I think once he gets going, he'll be able to come home to a win. I don't think it's going to be too impressive of a win. I got Mystic God probably winning this thing in 202. Got Tacitus, of course, running second. How can you not take Tacitus to run second? That's what he likes to do. Got Tacitus running second. I think Happy Saver hangs out for third. Prioritize might get in there for third. I got Prioritize fourth, though. Luis Saez, not quite as aggressive a jockey as Irad Ortiz. Not quite as experienced on this track either. So I got him running third. Maybe he'll hang out. Maybe he'll be able to pass Happy Saver, in my opinion. But I got Mystic Guide. Hopefully the race is a bit more exciting than that. I like to see Mystic Guide get a nice good win going in there, or whoever get a nice big win going in there, because it's only going to make the Breeders' Cup that much more interesting. But at any rate, the winner gets in. So I'm going with Mystic Guide. We'll see how it goes.